Welcome to Mtoto News Insight. My name is Omar Hamed. Interior Cabinet Secretary Dr. Fred Matangi has expressed his objection on the plans to lower the legal sex age from 18 to 16 years. According to Matangi, children should be protected at any cost. In March this year, 3 Court of Appeal judges proposed on an amendment to the Sexual Offences Act to have the age of sex consent lowered from 18 to 16, a suggestion that sparked nationwide debate. The appellate court judges argued that many men are rotting in jails for engaging in sex with teenagers who were willing to take part in the act. Our children need protection for their better childhood development until they attain recommended age of consent by the law.
Can you repeat that last sentence? Yes.
Our children need protection for their better childhood development until they attain their recommended age of consent by the law.
We can never be mad enough to support that kind of nonsense of lowering the consent age. There's some madness that some people get engaged in that is so difficult to understand. I mean, how on earth, yani ni kazi umekosa, how can we be debating about endangering the lives of our children in that kind of manner? And that's why I want to ask you, and the parents who are here, my fellow parents and teachers, and my colleagues from the security sector here led by our RC, time is here now for us to build a united base and front to deal with some of the challenges that are facing our young people in the country.
18-year-old Zambian lass received a standing ovation from the world leaders, including President Uhuru Kenyatta, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, and participants at the Women Deliver Conference in Vancouver, Canada. Natasha Chiba is a youth ambassador who is very vocal on issues affecting girls, including menstrual health management, child marriages, and female genital mutilation, not forgetting gender equality.
Key message is really that I have for every leader that's out here today. Do not do anything without us, for us, because one, we need young people in key positions of power. There is no way that you can be making decisions like she mentioned about young people's health, young people's education, young people's this, and then all you do is just let them be beneficiaries. We're not going to be beneficiaries. That's not happening anymore. It's 2019. So give us power. We need positions of power. And then secondly, I really want to talk about prioritizing things that have to do with young people and female empowerment. Look, it's enough that you can promise us that there will be gender equality. It's enough that you can say this and that, but we need this reflected. You can't have a national budget and adolescent health is amounting to 0.1%. That's not working. We need these reflections in things like the national budget, increased budgetary allocations to things that have to do with young people, increased budgetary allocations when it comes to gender equality and female empowerment. I hate that we call this thing child marriages. That's pedophilia. It's inhumane. These things have to be worked on and they have to be fought. We can't have girls being married off. We can't have girls not accessing education. We can't have girls not being able to take care of themselves every time of the month simply because of stereotypical behavior. No. We need gender equality and we need this reflected in national priority.
President Uhuru Kenyatta has promised to end female genital mutilation by 2022. Speaking during the Women Deliver 2019 in Vancouver, Canada, he said that negative cultural practices such as FGM and child marriages are against the gender equality agenda. As a child-focused organization, we welcome this pronouncement, but what will it take to end FGM? The president will have to take the following steps. Child participation. Girls below the age of 18 years are the ones affected most by the practice, so they need to listen and involve these girls in his quest. Men involvement. Men are the custodians of these cultural practices, so the president need to have boys and men in his core team of advisors. Religious and cultural leaders are the key to unlocking the myth around FGM. The president should be deliberate on putting them at the front line of the war. Finally, Kenya's legal framework is outdated. So, Mr. President, please ensure that the Children Bill 2018 is made into law into the quickest time possible. The Day of the African Child commemoration officially kicked off in Kapenguria on the 7th June. During the launch, children requested to government to the fast track the enhancement of Children Bill 2018 to better protect them. Labor and Social Protection Principal Secretary Nelson Marwa, in his speech read by James Ntabo, said the enactment of Children Bill 2018 is at an advancement stage and it should be tabled in Parliament anytime soon. He further said that the government's commitment is to have children grow up in families and hence they are investing to move children from shelter to foster homes.
There is FGM, there is child marriage, there is child labor, there is poverty, there is child abuse and neglect, lack of parental care, and many more other challenges affecting a child. I want to still appreciate the efforts of the government of Kenya in which to put up in place cash transfers for the orphans, the elder, and the physical challenged. This money helps many children to stay in school. It has helped them to have a meal in school. It has helped them when they are sick, they can get access to hospital, and also the presidential bursary given to the Children's Department has continued to support many orphans to go to necessary secondary schools.
About 8 million tons of plastics are dumped into the Indian Ocean yearly. According to the UN Environment Department, this is a modern-day calamity, resulting to global warming, threat to marine life, and livelihoods for many people. It is against this background President Uhuru Kenyatta banned the one use of plastic. This includes disposable plates and cups, water bottles, and straws. He made this announcement during the International Environment Day, whose theme this year focused on air pollution. Air pollution has been the cause of respiratory infections among school-going children, with 1 out of 4 children suffering from some form of infection. There's a need for strong regulation to transport companies, factories, and greenhouse, because the quality of air impacts us as the current and future generations. South Africa has unveiled a new currency of interest. The new 2 Rand coin is all about children's rights. The 2 Rand Children's Right Circulation coin stands for the human rights. Children have had access to over the past 25 years of constitutional democracy, according to South African Mint. Every child needs the physical protection, food, education, and healthcare. In South Africa, children's rights include the equal protection of their civil rights and freedom from discrimination on the basis of innate characteristics such as race, gender, personality, and disability, to name but a few. We welcome this and hope other countries will follow the same example. That's all we had for you today, but for more info you can catch us at our new website www.mtotonews.com. I am Omar Ahmed.